This is easily now my favorite room in the whole house. It's so cozy, warm, and inviting, and I can't wait to show you exactly how I put it all together. This makeover is a little bittersweet for me because the room that I am transforming was formerly our homeschool room. We had a chalkboard wall with all of the different things the kids were learning and some cube units and shelves that were dedicated to housing all of their fun activities. When my work situation changed last year, we started to send the kids back to school, but I didn't touch this room because I guess I wasn't sure how school was going to work out. I am happy to report that it has been a very big blessing for our family, so now it's time for something new in this space. Oh, these things! I should display these things. They're from Puerto Rico. They're so cute, and they've been hiding up here for far too long. Ouch. Woo! You have served me well. Okay. I knew that I was going to do some kind of beautiful sage type of green color on the walls, but it took me forever to commit to one because I have not painted a color like this on the walls in a very long time. All right, moment of truth. Here we go. Oh, that's so pretty. I love the sage color. We'll see how it looks on the walls. Kind of hard to tell, but this color is gorgeous. It's a little bit more green on camera, but it's more of like a sagey color, and it's so calming. I love it so much. I have no idea when this happened, but I have absolutely fallen head over heels with traditional academia, like granny chic type of styles. So this is what we're going for in this room. I also wanted to do some kind of picture frame molding, and that's something that I've done in the past in my master bedroom. I just love the classic look of it. I figured out that I like the picture frame molding with the chair rail in the middle. However, I had no idea just how challenging and costly this project would be. Just for the record, I do not recommend this, but alas, I have no power tools to work with, so yeah. Full disclosure, this video is not a tutorial of any kind, so I'm just kind of sharing snapshots of the work that I did for this project. However, I am going to share with you some videos that I found particularly helpful in learning how to do this kind of molding work, and I'll put those in the description below. My approach was pretty simple. I I just figured out how many boxes I thought would look good on each wall, and then I tried to come up with some pretty standard measurements for those boxes. Once I finally got into a groove of things, it went a little bit faster, but again, I was just using hammer and nail and liquid nails whenever I found ductwork. You guys, I wish I had more footage of myself putting everything together, but I was so frustrated with how slow and physically taxing this process was without power tools. And all in all, it took me 3 weeks to do just this part. It was such a big relief once all of the molding was put up and I was able to start moving furniture back to where it was supposed to be. But I did decide to change some things up. So I put the library cabinet on the back wall facing the windows. And then I brought in this writing desk from Target. It was such a great addition to the aesthetic that I was going for in this room. Then I brought in this wonderful console table, and I had been using it as a laundry folding table in the basement in our laundry room because at the time I had nowhere else to put it. So I was so happy to finally bring this beautiful piece of furniture back up to our main living space. I have just arrived at a thrift store in my area. I have never been to it before, but I'm hoping I can find some decor things for the office sitting room. Let's see what they have. I am a huge thrifting newbie, and I had no idea what I was doing when I was going thrifting. I see all of these wonderful YouTubers going thrifting and they make it look so easy, and it's really not if you're new at it. But finally, when I started to go to a lot of different stores, I figured out how I wanted to approach thrifting. And once I got into my groove, I was able to find some great pieces. But sadly, that meant that I lost out on some other great ones.
So beautiful, I can hear you within the silence.
When all was said and done, I was able to score some great home decor pieces from both Goodwill and HomeSense, and I'll show you those in just a bit. And I was able to find some great additional furniture pieces from Goodwill as well. One of the thrifted items that I acquired was a beautiful large painting. Actually, the picture wasn't so pretty, but I loved the frame, and I decided to do a DIY project, and it started to go south so fast. I was aiming to do a simple white textured piece, but oh my goodness, it was a total fail. I tried really hard to redeem myself and thought that I could put some wallpaper inside of the frame, which is a pretty good idea, but it was so challenging because the wallpaper I purchased just didn't line up right. It was so hard to work with. Thankfully, the wallpaper worked out and it looks decent. What do you guys think? one of the most important places in this room that I needed to have good organization was this library. And it's going to be housing all of my academic books and papers. So I need to make sure that I can access all of those things, but also organize it in a way that is aesthetically pleasing. I organized all of my papers in two simple ways. One was using these fancy cute binders that I got from Amazon. The second was this black file box that I already had on hand, as well as the file folders to store extra documents. As I'm organizing, you'll notice that I'm putting in a lot of great decorative items, and most of these I found at the Goodwill. In fact, I found some hidden treasures, one of them being this mug. It's very intricately designed, and when I flipped it upside down, I saw that it was crafted in 1905. I don't know about you, but this is such a treasure to me because I know that it has history. It is really tricky to display books that are academic books, especially because their bindings typically aren't very pretty. So what I decided to do was make sure that the books that I absolutely needed to see the binding of were facing out. And then other books that I rarely use, I was okay with flipping those around and just showing the page part so that the color scheme is a little bit more cohesive. I also have these beautiful prints of original artworks created by a former student of mine who is now a resident visual artist in our area.
We are silver line, one of a kind, you and me. And I can reach you from a distance. I can, so beautiful. I can hear you within the silence. Ooh.
Now it's time to move into the rest of the room and add some finishing touches. Never in my life decorated a room with a tree before. So this was very new to me, but I was pleasantly surprised with this purchase. I got it from Amazon and it was relatively inexpensive. I wanted to keep the desk area relatively simple, but I did find this gorgeous, intricately designed lamp. It was so unique. I've never seen a design on a lamp like this before. She works. Nice. Now, some of you might be wondering why on earth I decided to put a picture of a peacock above my desk. Honestly, it just caught my eye at HomeSense, but then I came to find out that it actually is a symbol of strength. So how fitting it is that I would put this above my desk. This desk chair that I am adding is actually an extra dining chair, and it doesn't quite fit the aesthetic. So I added a beautiful traditional looking throw that I found from HomeGoods, and I think it just elevates it. Believe it or not, this is my very first time actually making a gallery wall, but I really love the way that it turned out. I've got some beautiful pictures of our family, as well as some artwork on the right-hand side that I picked up from HomeGoods. And I have this beautiful round plate piece. It's like a metal piece that I found at the Goodwill. And then underneath of that, I'm just placing this big, beautiful lamp that I found at Goodwill as well. I love these curtains. I found them on Amazon. They're super lightweight and they're actually 90 inches, which was perfect for our space. I love the color. It's like an ecru color and it blends so well with the meadow sage walls. Isn't this clock gorgeous? I love it so much. My mom actually had it on hand and she passed it along to me to display in this space. Now let's enjoy seeing the room all put together. Thanks so much for joining me today. I truly hope that this video was inspirational and enjoyable for you to watch. If so, please hit that like button and I will see you in the next one. Bye!